Hello. How is everyone doing? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another stream. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. And as the title suggests, tonight's stream slightly different to what we normally do, but because obviously we've just dropped the UE 5.5 update with Castlecraft, I thought the best thing to do, because there's a lot of changes, a lot of bug fixes, things to go through. There's a lot to unpack. I thought, you know what, rather than you figure this out for yourselves and read the patch notes, I'll read the patch notes for you. But more importantly, I'll show you what needs to be done, how it works, what's been moved, what's been changed, and how we can fix it as well. So yeah, thank you so much everyone for joining us. It won't be a massively long stream tonight, probably about a couple of hours, because there is a lot to get through there on the update. Hopefully you all didn't have too many problems with the update. I know I certainly did, and we've had some massive problems with servers and stuff, but yeah, it wasn't rolled out the best, but it's here finally. Hopefully it becomes more stable than it has been for the last few days for me, but I'm on a single player. I'm not playing on any of the servers. I don't want to risk it, so we're going to do this on single player, but I will be going through everything. So again, questions reference the update, Arc in general, but more importantly, if you've got any questions around Castlecraft, 43 version 43 I think we're at now, drop it in the comments. Hopefully we'll be joined by Crazy tonight as well, because he will probably keep me on track with things I forgot, but there's an absolute ton of things we've changed in here, but also massive improvements. So we did give ourselves a bit of a task to do. We didn't want to just kind of make it work on 5.5. we wanted to add a whole new kind of structure set and loads of things with it. So it's been emotional, put it that way, and hopefully when I show you what we've got, you'll be equally as happy as I am with Castlecraft, and the improvements will make it a whole lot better and a better experience for you as building in general. Yeah, so as always, I do try and keep a chat as best I can throughout these streams, so if you've got any questions, as I said, please pop it in the chat. You want a shout out, pop it in there as well. We'll start with a few shout outs and we'll make a start as always. So we'll start by saying a huge welcome to 1840 Charlie, how you doing? To Baha, as always, pal. Candice Livingston, how's it going? Romans, Candice, I was wondering how long it would take for someone to mention that. I'm getting old. I just need to. I'm trying something new. It's a necessity. It's something I've got to start doing. It's getting more and more difficult to keep the hair up. So yeah, trying something new, and it's work in progress. So please be gentle. Please be kind. Romans, how's it going? Brinny, welcome to the stream. Cyan says, how you doing? Says, hey, beautiful people. Halas 41, how's it going, pal? Welcome to another stream. Devorex, oh, it's been a while. How you doing, pal? Dinos kept going invisible for me last night, so yeah. Must be single player isn't safe either. Mark, how's it going, buddy? Lost my single player save. Candice Livingston says, hi, Brinny. We got GG Fizz in the chat. How you doing, pal? I'm not gonna lie, I do love the new structure pieces, and yeah, it's give us so many new things that we can do with the Castlecraft structure set. It's been remarkable to see what we can actually do with it. It's just a few extra pieces has made such a difference. So again, we will showcase some of them as well, obviously throughout the stream as well, because we've added a lot of stuff to them. But yeah, Fizz, unreal, really happy with the new additions. The main question, did the castle survive the update? No. Mine did. The second one, the first one, we've had big problems because if you remember, we originally started building on the beta version. We didn't do it with the final version, so we're in talks now with Nitrado. We're trying to kind of fix it, but yeah, it's going to be a bit of work in progress. I'm really gutted, to be fair, but out of all of the servers to go wrong, it was that one. Barsley looks 16 again. Chris Finch, how you doing? Says just shave it. No, not yet. I need to build up to that, I think. It's actually not that bad, but yeah. We're not at that stage yet. Sayo, Siobhan, how you doing? Hiding the fact he's getting that age-related landing pad on his forehead. Huh? That's not. It's not the front. It's not the front. But I would say that, but it's not the front. It looks like that way now. Yeah. Anyway, right. Fizz says good. I tried my best. You know what? To be fair, there's a lot of things in there that makes a massive difference, mate. So you know what? Over the moon with it, man. Over the moon. Blue Witch 71, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Oh crap, my stream was behind, says Charlie. Yes, great pieces, can't wait to use them. Judy Crow says hello, how you doing? Damn, that genuinely sucks. Aaron still hasn't finished a castle build. Yeah, you know what though? So Sunday stream, we're going to fix the castle. So Sunday we're going to fix the castle, and then on Tuesday we're going to finish the castle. So that's the plan. Baha. Ella, how's it going? Says hello everyone. Hope you're all doing well. Mark says bald spots at the back. It's not even. It's not. There's none. I've got no bald patches. I'm just trying something new, and. Yeah, man, it's that's what we're doing. Fresh start. New update to the engine. New update to me. New pieces look great, just waiting for things to stabilise before I'm brave enough to open my saves. You know what? Single player hasn't been too bad for me, to be fair. It's the servers I've had a lot of problems with, but I guess that was to be expected in all fairness, with it being such a massive overhauls. But yeah, frame rates and stuff seem pretty good on my end, but again, I haven't really kind of tested it too much. I was more so bothered about structures disappearing and stuff, but touch wood, everything seems to have done. Everything seems to be going all right. What else we got? We got Roman says, "Oh, the pad is on the back." That's quite common and nothing to be ashamed. It's not, no, man, we're good. We're good. I'm not even bothered. But yeah, man, it's all good. 45, doing well to stay this long. El Baldo, wow, I'm going on the head. I've got the brain. Baldo says, oh, sorry, I can't pronounce that. How you doing? Got to start again. I missed everything, says Cyan. Judy Crow says my single player is bad. And Candy's Living says us console players are fighting with CourseForge, not wanting to give us the money. Yeah, I think as well, from what I'm reading, it is premium mods as well that has the problem, which is, if anything, they're the mods you want to work, but man, you know what? We were always going to have issues. We're always going to have teething problems, but I think hopefully in the long run, it is going to improve the whole experience, the quality for the game for console players. So there will be a little bit of I guess heartache and frustration until we get there, but and I know how it feels because we've lost potentially lost that huge Castlecraft server that obviously Brady, Cyan, and everyone kind of worked really hard on. But we've got videos, we've got pictures for posterity, but I'm hopeful that it's gonna we're gonna get that back. I spent 2 hours logging into the cluster just to get a timeout failure. But again, I mean, if you think about it as well, every single person who plays Ark Survival Ascended has tried to log on, and every single person's got a Nitrado server. So it's just it's gonna be slow. Things are gonna happen. I'm sure in the next few days things will kind of get a little bit easier, pan out, that type of thing, and well, I'm hopeful anyway, and things get better. If not, you can just leave it switched off for a little bit and come back in a couple of weeks' time. But how's everyone doing, man? Apart from the UE5 update, how is everyone doing, man? Songbird, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. We'll give it a few minutes and we'll make a start. I want to wait. We'll get at least 50 people because I have started early. We'll get 50 people in the chat, then we'll make a start. So don't leave because otherwise it'll go down. Fizz, gotta say those new quarter pieces are the chef's kiss. I'm tired, lol. I have been working for weeks without yeah, you know what? I can imagine that, mate. I can imagine. And it's a thankless task as well, because I guarantee there'll be some people saying that you've missed some pieces out or you want extra pieces. I'm probably going to be one of them, to be fair. But yeah, man, I know how it is. I feel sorry for you, man. But the one needed, and I think Thatch, I'm so glad Thatch is getting some love, because even if it was just a thatch roof, I'd be happy. But you've gone above and beyond. Everseeker, how you doing? Kelly, as always, how you doing? I can't play Ark because of the updates. Your mods do not work now. They do work. Genuinely, they're working for other people. I think it's console that's got the problems at the moment. But again, that's a CourseForge issue. It's not the mod, and it's not, I don't think it's an Ark issue. But yeah, they're definitely working for some people. They should work for you as well at some point. James says, hi, hope you're good. Hair's looking a bit thin at the front there, but it's not, you know what? It's not, it's just the way I've done it. There's loads there, look. There's loads there. It's just the way I've spaced it out. There's loads there. There's loads. Loads. I think I already saw Syntac pointing out pieces that need and don't have still. But watch. Hopefully, when I showcase what we've got, we've fixed a few of them. We've added a few of them. So that should hopefully help a few people out. I think we missed the fork song. You know, it's yeah. You know what? I might just do it for these streams. Put it back to the way it was. But yeah, man, I don't. You know what? I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Anyway, it is what it is. We're not here to look at me. We're here to look at the mod. Right. So I think we'll do that then. Right, let's move on to the subject in hand. But yeah, before I do start, as always, though, I need to say a massive thank you to the sponsors of the channel. That is Chill Blast and Nitrado. I'll say this every time, but without them guys, I wouldn't be able to do what I do. If you are looking to get your own Nitrado servers, you can use the link in the description, or there's a link in my Discord as well, and it'll give you, I think it's 10% off if you use code Aaron on there. But again, please check them out if you want your own servers. And without further ado, I think we should get cracking. I was going to say with the knacker, but not. Let's just show you some of this mod. She likes it. She likes it. And she likes it. It's you know what? It's not good lighting. That's what it is. It's not good lighting. But yeah, she does, Chris. She does. Louis, how you doing? Look like Hayach now. Oh, that's Raz's brother. That's funny. Funny. Right. So, as I said, what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be going through our own patch notes just to try and show you what we've got. Thanos has started prowling. What the hell? Like ominous music as we start. Right. So the first thing I'll do is I'll go through some of the fixes that we've made, and then we'll go through all the structures. So bug fixes and improvements. As I said, I'm just going to be going through the patch notes myself, and hopefully it'll make sense what we've got. Charlie says, "Good grief, that is some music." Yeah, you know what? Every time I plays on this map, I crap myself. I probably won't play tonight, so watching you is a good option, says Kelly. And that's the King Titan theme, says Songbird. The comb forward is Jim Bob's hairstyle. You got to stick with your signature. Got to keep looking like the merch, right? I'm just poking fun, really. It's fine, says Candice. And Mikey, how you doing, mate? Welcome to the stream. Says, hey, mate, I hope your stream goes well. I have left a like. I can't hang around in court all day. No worries, pal. No worries, pal. What you been up to, man? What you done? What you done wrong, Mike? Everyone give congratulations to Louis at 83. He's finally passed his... Oh, congratulations, Louis. Holy crap. What an achievement, man. What an achievement. Fantastic. I know it is, Mike. I'm being sarcastic. We spoke about that the other day. Right, okay. So, bug fixes. So, let me read the right ones. That's a good start. Sweet. Right, okay. So, first thing you'll notice when you load this up and you go into cosmetics, you'll notice there's a brand spanking new set now. So again, a lot of the stuff that was in trim has been relocated. We will go through that in a sec as well. But the good thing is now we've got a dedicated decor set. So a lot of people's been asking for things like bunk beds to be reskinned and cut the forges and all the kind of working items. And it was difficult to kind of put them in with the skin sets because it didn't really make sense. So there's now a full decor set in there as well. So the decor, Castlecraft decor is still a thing. Castlecraft decor skins is still a thing, but we've added a lot of them now to its own dedicated area. So these will be specific to the premium mod. They'll not be in the decor mod. So again, hopefully you'll see there's some nice pieces in there as well. But the good thing is we can now start adding more items as and when they're either released or when Fizz comes up with new structures, and if it's more of a decor piece, we can put that in there as well. But some of the stuff we've got in here is pretty epic, so it will hopefully change your builds completely. Right, so there's a whole new decor set. I will go through that in a sec when we get through to that bit as well. But big bug fixes and improvements are a huge one. Is we've reworked all, and I mean all of the dungeon items. So all of the metal has been reworked and improved on. So I'll quickly kind of just pull these out. Hopefully you'll notice the difference. It's very difficult unless you go side by side, but there's been a massive overhaul of all of these. So we'll just quickly skin a few of these bad boys, and then we'll go through this. So we will be flitting between different bits, unfortunately, but I kind of want to try and keep it succinct. So if you are watching this afterwards, you can just go back and kind of, and I will put timestamps as well as to kind of what part we're at. So rather than kind of just reading the patches every time, you can go back and see what we've done and what skins to what as well. It's probably the most important one is what new items skin to what items. So again, I'm just going to put down a few of the pieces so you can see what they look like. Again, there's still two styles. There is two styles to the dungeon set, so we have kept them. AAA Films, how you doing? Says great looking skin. I appreciate that. And nice as a horseback statues. Jimmy, again, this is the beauty of that. We can start adding more to this because it's a decor set. So you'll see, hopefully, there's some really cool additions to that. And the Reverend, as always, buddy, welcome to the channel. I hope you're doing well. Chat, they added a whole bunch of stuff to this mod and somehow made it smaller. Yeah, you know what? Didn't even mention that. I forgot to even mention that. Yeah, massive improvements to most of it, to be honest with you. And yeah, it isn't that big. I think we've added 90 items to the mod, or changed more than that, but added 90 items to the mod. And yeah, man, so really happy. So again, hopefully you'll notice, if you remember back when we looked at the dungeon set, that was probably one that needed a bit of rework and a bit of extra items to it. So we've massively improved on that in terms of the items. But you should see now that the metal itself, it's black, it's more reflective, and it blends really well with the rest of the Castlecraft stuff. So it used to be kind of very silver, so it does blend super well now. And again, all the models have been rebuilt from scratch. Two versions. We've got the round bars and the thick bars. So again, they're the same. So I'm just going to quickly skin and switch these up so you can see them. So there we go. Standard door, wider door, and the double door. You know what? Let's put these above each other. There we go. Go back to the old hairstyle skin though. Says leave it. We're good. I can't go back. I'm committed. Yes, it still works as official because it's a premium mod. So absolutely, still works as official. Nothing changes, apart from my hair. Right. One of the other changes we have made is to these gates. So if you remember the old gate, it was great on the single gates. It used to have like a little lock. But the problem with that was that when you placed it on the double gates, because all it does, it mirrors it, it was looking a bit like, and it looked cluttered. So we've removed, it's only a little subtle thing, but we have removed the lock. But again, I do like how they look now. Again, the locks were fairly kind of modern as well. So I can still be... Yeah, Candy says, did we get those heavy chain railings? Claps hands excitedly. Yeah, well, watch the stream. Watch the stream and you'll find out. But yeah, I think you should be happy, hopefully, with a bit of luck. Right, so again, I'll just go through a few more of these items. So we've got... Oh. Don't even think we've got one of them. No, we haven't. I vote to return the lock, says Cyan. Ah, no! It's gone. It's gone forever. It ain't coming back. We can add it in the deco pack. Draco, how you doing, says hi, chat. Crimson says, speaking of statues, is it a skin are an item. They will be skins. They are all of these are skins. So again, for me, it's these are massively improved in terms of how they kind of blend and what they look like. So again, the sealants have been fully reworked. Same with the hatch frames and all of the little trapdoors as well. So there we go. There's the two. It doesn't look like much and it doesn't seem like much, but it is absolutely, for me, once you place lots together, it is a pretty huge improvement, especially when we could see them like for like against each other. We've also got new cellar doors. They've been massively improved as well. Again, the textures and the model itself. So again, just a whole overhaul of the metal. To be fair, I think all of the metal in all of the sets has been massively improved as well. So yeah, we've got this, and I'll just place the next one for you. We've got this guy here as well. Again, there used to be little gaps, and again, the textures weren't particularly great. We didn't rush the dungeon set, but we wanted to have a dungeon set in, so it kind of got a lot less love than the rest of the sets, to be fair. Lyle says, I can feel a prison build. Kelly says, leave the hair alone. People just watch the video. Yeah, listen to Kelly, man. Listen to Kelly. Kelly knows the score. And so, have you done a window? Yes, we have. So once we get to the structures, rather than the improvements, we'll go through all them as well with the Cyan. An awesome zoo build, says Baha. Absolutely. And not till I get my triangle ceiling, Baha. It's a dream of mine one day. Well, to be fair, there's still a few other items that we haven't added to the dungeon set that still needs to be put in there. So things like the behemoth trapdoor and whatnot. So that is something. Again, the idea is every piece will have a full set. Every piece will have its own skin. With a bit of luck, and yeah, not too distant future as well. Right, okay, so that's the dungeon set for now. We will revisit that in a sec. I just kind of want to show you what we had. I'm going to leave a gap. The two higher ceilings are offset. 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 Crazy. Leave it. We're good. It's my new hairstyle, and to be fair, no one really mentioned anything when I went from. If you look at my avatar on my gamer picture, I've got like a bit of a comb over. I changed from that to like a more spiky hairstyle, and no one said nothing. The minute the spikes go, yeah, the different bars, buddy. The two options, and that's what you're talking about. So yeah, if you put these together, we should be good. No, if you use the right skin set, and you use the right item as well. So yeah, they line up. And they line up. Is that what you meant? We do, but I'm moving on to that. We're moving on to that. One sticker I see that looks like there's a thinner one is slightly higher. I think the spikes suited your face shape better, but if your missus prefers the bangs, then that's the important. No, it's not even bangs. You know what? It's probably because I've got a headset on that's making. I'm gonna wear a headset next time. Right. Here we go. So, castle stuff. So, we've mentioned the reworked and improved the dungeon structures. We've also reworked all of the castle walls and the structures as well. So, again, this is probably one of the most noticeables, especially when you place items together. So when we used to place the stone walls, although they're blended super well, they actually blend seamlessly now. So when you put a lot of walls together, you would always get like a bit of a very small faint line. The blend's so much better now, especially on the inside from a distance. So it looks much better. Very difficult to demonstrate, but just trust me, every single wall, every single slope wall, every single door frame, all of them have been improved. Let me just change the weather. I think it's getting a little bit... There we go. Don't diss the fro, says Lyle. Hello, Aaron. Hey, Jay Dayton, how you doing, pal? For some reason, I can't open YouTube on my PC. And, let's get rid of them. Headset covers up the groovy tram lines in his hair, holding it holding onto his youth, says Cyan. And Bar says, I'm the only one that hasn't mentioned the hair surprise. You know what, Bar, to be fair, before I went live, the first thing I thought is I would get some crap. What about the new shallow slope walls? Yes, they've been done as well, Fizz. And when I get to the new items, I'm gonna, yeah, they look great. Wait till you see them and where they're going to be used. So yeah, all of the new, the castle structures, the walls certainly massively improved. The textures are different as well, so the kind of the things like the stones and stuff, they do stick up a lot. They work so much better than they did previously. And again, just to show you a few of them, just so you can see what they look like all blended together. We will stick a few of these down. Not too many though, not too many. We don't want to go crazy. But yeah, you can see, you know, the looks, it's hard to show, but they blend so well now compared to what they did previously, even though they did blend fairly well last time round. And that's with all of them. So, you know, you can mix and match, you can change, and they will still kind of blend super well. So anyway, that is Castle Walls. The Reverend says, I've noticed that the quarter stairs don't have snap points for a railing. Is there a bit of a... I've got to work around with that. I know how to get them to fit. I know how to get them to snap. Fizz, settle a debate. Rope bridge or cleverly placed rope ladders in Club Arc? So yeah, so all of the stone structures have been reworked as well. We've also, and again, this is probably the biggest change in terms of the castle set structures, is that all of, and again, this is your fault, Fizz. The Reverend, man, honestly, pal, you do this every single stream without fail now as well, so I cannot thank you enough for your generosity and your support for the channel. Really appreciate it, pal. Huge welcome to all the new members, courtesy of the Reverend. That's a big welcome to Parzival, to Kirby T, to Dragonwolf7676, and to Lidex 579 and also Green Bean 73. Reverend, thank you so much, pal. You're an absolute superstar. Genuinely appreciate it. Draco Solani, how you doing? So first question, yes, the quarter roof ramp stairs don't have snap with the railings. Will get fixed, then we add the half railing angles for those. Yeah, you know what, we have got a way around. If you put two together, you can snap off of a, I'll show you, off of a railing you can snap the slope one down, but it had to be full. You'd have to put two together, but it does work. But yeah, so back to what I was saying there, this is your fault, Fizz, but what we've had to do is we've had to rework every single roof piece because of the new quarter ceilings, sorry, quarter roofs, and it was an aesthetic decision originally to make our roofs have eight. They had eight across the top, but they had seven. These were bigger, so you couldn't split this in half. So to make a quarter, to make a quarter roof, every single roof piece had to be changed. Yeah, it had 7, so now it's got 8. And again, mammoth task. Obviously, Crazy's done a great job, but it was 7 by 7. Now they blend really well. And I mean, to be fair, we did say we were going to redo the roofs at some point. This made us do it. So yeah, the blend super well now. Again, all of the set, you can see, seamless. Which is, for me, I do still think this is one of the best roofs in Ark. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, reworked, and the beauty is now you can have quarters, and again, we will get to them when we get to the new pieces, but yeah, reworked every single roof piece in the castle set. So again, hopefully they'll look quite cool in your builds. We've also reworked the castle stairs. Now, this isn't that noticeable, so I'll just quickly put them down for you anyway. But the castle stairs, they were very repetitive in terms of the textures. They are a lot better now when you put them together. Very difficult because obviously they're just the way the texture is, but yeah, hard to see. But you will notice when you put a lot of stairs together, it shouldn't look too repetitive now as well. So again, the textures have been massively improved on that. Sure, how it's improved from the top on a cone. Okay, let's do a cone. I'll do a cone, Crazy. Let's do a cone. Get the right piece. Wow. There's too many pieces. Triangle roof. Roof corner. Oh, is it the roof or the roof corner? The roof. Roof. Yeah, roof. Wow. Wow. Slayer Xena, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Axeman Dave as well, how's it going? Is this awesome mod Castlecraft being converted to the it's been done. It's been updated. That's what I'm showcasing tonight. Fully updated. Fully updated. Right, cones, yeah, so as Crazy said, because the whole thing's been reworked, the blend on these items now are so much better. And again, got a nice pitch on the roof now, so there's kind of no kind of overlapping. So again, it doesn't look like much, but it's a huge change. The stairs look steeper. They're not. Well, they shouldn't be. Verna, how you doing? How you doing? Says, hello guys, sorry for being a while. Real life do happen. You know what? You're here now, that's the main thing. No need to apologise. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much. Back in a moment, no worries, Crazy. Right, okay, so another thing, one of my favourite additions, and it's not even a new piece, but one of my favourite things that we've done, is we have reworked all of the destructible meshes. I can never say that. So, second question. My rope bridge have caused the very big controversy, and also the tentacles, but I put in Rockwell's observatory. I saw Raz was score. Yes, yeah, I've seen that. That is pretty funny. I did see that. Mr. A2P says, hi, is they available on all platforms or just all platforms? It's cross-platform, buddy. And it works on official as well. So, massive improvement. And again, this will really help us bring the mod size down. We've changed the destructible mesh and the look. And again, the work so much better. So, all of the items has destructible meshes. And again, you know, they do fall, they do work very well. So we could have took them out, but I do think it helps to make it feel more of like a premium mod. So they've been reworked. Again, not that you're bothered about what you're destroying, but they have been reworked. The other thing we've added as well, and this is probably, again, another one of my kind of like, things I really wanted to add to the mod. So what we've done, one of the things I don't like with dino gates is the fact that they are fairly chunky in comparison to all of the walls in the game. If I can find it, where is it? Dino gate, there we go. They're fairly chunky, so again, if you are doing a build and you place your dino gate down, you've either got the kind of thinner end or you've got the back end. The back end obviously sticks out a lot more than the front. But one thing I don't like is how far this sticks out from the wall. And if you remember on the previous one we did, and again, the reason why I got this idea was on the previous build, if you remember, someone asked us to put a big dino gate in the gate of the castle. The problem I had was I didn't like how it looked. So now when you place these down, it actually goes super flush with the wall. So the lip's actually created by this now as well. So for me, it was just something I really wanted to add. Now, if you do want the overhang at the back, you just flip it. So it has got a huge overhang at the back. Always does move the whole structure back. But I do think now, with bigger castle builds, that to me looks a lot more kind of, I don't know, clean than having the kind of square chunk on the outside. I mean, I wasn't trying to troll on either of them, but yeah, it's also fake. Maybe Aaron Longstaff should make one for his skin mod. You know what? I've actually got a half-baked and a half-built rope railing. So I was going to try and add it, but I'm building we're building a new set, like a settler set, and we're probably going to add it to this. So yeah, you know what, Fizz, we'll do that. We'll pretend it's one of yours as well. We'll save you. Yes, that fix is not known. I did not know. I wanted, yeah, and again, because most people, once you've got it, I mean, it's not as big as that, but if you can kind of see, even that, they've always stuck out, and it's always wound us up. So yeah, and that's on both the variants. So you got this one there, and you got the one with the internal arch as well. And just to kind of show you, it's not just the dungeon metal that's been improved. We've done a fix on all of the metal in the game, so hopefully you'll see now, you know, it's a lot darker, it's a lot more shiny, more reflective, and it's more paintable as well. So yeah, so as I said, all the metals had a full rework throughout the structure set. So yeah, I called it. Everyone was saying bridges are coming, but my keen eye could see the individual rope ladders, says Baha. But you know what? That's one thing I do like about what you do with that phase is you utilize a lot of the items in the game, and you kind of manipulate them to look like something else. And I think that looks. I like that, and I love the fact that it stirs up people's kind of like, they're bringing in this, they're bringing in that. Nice. Is there a Darkwood version of the Behemoth Gate 2? Good question. I don't know. We'll find out. I can't remember. We have added a new Dino Gate though. We've added a new Dino Gate. Right. Okay. So that is the Dino Gates and the castle structures, or the stones. Metal textures have been reworked and improved the castle gateway. Destructible message. Chaos, honestly, thank you so much for the continued support. 18 months as a member and as Giga tier as well, which is absolutely phenomenal. Genuinely appreciate the support, man. That's an absolute ludicrous amount of time and a high level as well. So thank you so much, pal. Hi there, Aaron. I have been AWOL for quite a while. Glad to be back. I'm glad to have you back, man. Glad you are back. Right, okay. What have we got next? So, yes, the bit that I was dreading to talk about. So, again, because of a lot of new structures have been added, and you can do a lot more now with the structures, we've moved and removed some of our pieces that we put in that didn't exist. So, as an example, some of the structures that have gone are your roof rakes and your roof eaves, because they were in the trim set. But because we've got the half roofs now, roof rakes and eaves are so much easier to make just in the base game, but also we've added a bit more to that as well. So typically with the original structures mod, what you'd have to do if you want to make this, let's say as an example, into a overhang with a rake and an eave, what you'd have to do is you would have to use the railings, if you remember, and the beams. So you'd have to place thick beams along the side, and then you have to kind of put your sloped railing on the top, and then you would skin them with the trim piece, and that will then give you your roof eaves on this side, and that would then give you your roof rake. But again, the issue with that was a lot of people were kind of going to this bit here that didn't exist, trying to delete it, so it was very difficult to kind of see where they were. So yeah, so that's what's gone. They've disappeared. So again, if you've got a structure where you are using the eaves and the rakes the way we originally did that, and I will show you this, there's a new piece going to be here. So they're easy to see, easy to fix, but that's what you'll get. Giorgian says the best roof, right? So let me just quickly... I need to get rid of this, brother. I don't know why. You know what? I complain about Estrios all the time because of the weather system. I don't know why I chose this map to demonstrate this, but hey, we are where we are. Trio, how you doing? Welcome to the stream, pal. Welcome to the stream. Doesn't need to be thick beams. Well, it did. It doesn't anymore, Verna, so this is what I'm showing you. These have been removed, so if you were going to be doing a roof eave and a rake, that's how you would originally do it. But this be the 5.5 update. I'm going to show you how you do the roof rakes and the eaves with the new mod. I was just kind of trying to show what has gone and what has been removed. And another item that has been removed and is gone, never to return, is in the trim set. I need to be careful what I do here because, well, you know what? You're going to get a sneak peek of one of the items, but you're not going to know where it is yet. Right, okay, so in the trim set, let's quickly change that so no one knows. So yeah, one of the items we added was this little kind of decorative piece for the corners of the walls. We had two options. We had this one here and a more kind of like a terracotta orange colour. We've removed that because, again, it didn't really make much sense because you can just paint it a different colour and it didn't really go with the rest of the mod. So again, if you have got the oranged version of this, which I'm sure some of you do, that'll be gone now. It'll be replaced with something else, but we've now only got one of these kind of corner sections, and because again you can paint it so it doesn't look too bad. Yeah, you know what, Charlie? That's exactly why I do it. The views are great, and it's just the weather system for me is a little bit too erratic. Oh, I knew I'd have done that for someone. But again, you can paint it, and you can paint it a colour that'll pretty much match what you've got. If we get a lot of backlash, we can always add it in, but we've tried to remove a lot of stuff that to kind of add more items to it as well, but not enough where you're losing everything completely, because there is a variant of it knocking around. So right, so with that in mind, a lot of things have moved location as well. So we'll start off by sloped walls. So if you remember, we had shallow sloped walls in the game. But they were a variant, if you remember, of this guy here. But because Wildcard and Fizz has added this guy, you can now skin that with all of the variants. Again, I will show you as we go. You can skin all of the variants now with the sloped, shallow sloped wall. So that is moved to where it should be. It makes perfect sense to be there. The fireplace that we had, if you remember, there was a fireplace in the castle set, that has now moved to the deco set. Again, I'll show you that in a sec. That has moved to the new deco set. Anything like that, that's where they'll be. The thin round pillars, so again, in the castle set, we had these guys. I'm gonna have to show you some stuff, aren't I? It's probably easier to show you. Yeah. So we had a round pillar. We've added new pillar sets, so you'll find, and again it'll make sense once I show you, these round pillars now have moved to a different location. So that's probably going to be the biggest change with these structure mods. That when you're used to seeing like your round pillars up the top, you'll find it'll have like a decorative item in its place. But again, you'll see why we've done it, and hopefully when I show you the column pillars, it'll make perfect sense. So thin round pillars have been relocated. Also, all the half pillar variants have been moved to the half pillar slots in the game. So again, if you remember, if you wanted the half pillars that we made, you'd have to place a normal thin pillar or a normal thick pillar, and then cycle through all of the variants to get through to the thin pillars. Again, we've moved all them to the thin pillar slot. And how's it going, Raz? Welcome to the stream, buddy. As always, mate, I hope you're doing well. And yeah, man, it's appreciate you being here, man. Appreciate you being here. So yeah, all of the half pillars, they've all changed. They've all moved location. Fizz saw your great work you and Crazy did and said, yep, that's mine now. You know what? The thing is, I'm so glad they've moved stuff, but it has caused a bit of a problem for our mod because obviously everything's in different locations, but genuinely, it makes it easier for us because the good thing is we can now add more pieces to the slots we had that were in the wrong place, if that makes sense. So yeah, half pillars variants have moved to the half pillars within the game. Same with half railings as well. So again, our half railings were attached to a quarter wall, which again, the only way we could do it was put it there. They're now in their own section. Right. That's the same with the village set. Another big change is all the trim stuff. So if you remember in the trim set, we had gargoyles and different... Sorry, mate, chat was flying by, says Raz Clark. Right, yeah, so if you remember, we had lots of gargoyles and statue heads and stuff, and they were all in the trim set. They've all now been moved to the decor set as well. And we've also moved all the dedicated storage box. So again, that was in the castle set. That's been moved to the dedicated storage set. Right, so that's all the stuff that's moved and changed. Now we're going to go through all of the stuff that we've added. So again, this is probably the bit that most people's probably joined the stream to see. So the first thing we've added is a new skin for all of the pillars and the half pillars. So let me just slap a few down and get on with it. Sorry, Aaron. Hijack your chat to grab Fizz. Hope you're doing well, mate. Hope you're enjoying the new pieces. I am. Viper says, "How do you know how to fix the mods?" They're all saying, yeah, it depends. If you're on console at the moment, there's issues with mods. If you're on PC, again, what I found worked for me was delete all of the mods and reinstall them all, and that tend to work. But you know what, Graz? I'm just trying something a little bit different. I'm going. You know what? I think I'm scanning through a midlife crisis a little bit late. I'm just, you know what? And a lot of people said I look like your brother. A lot of people said I look a bit like your brother now. So I look like you originally, and now I'm starting to morph into your brother. I've gone for the younger look, the younger model, mate. Aaron Flopstaff, love it. Love it. Right, pillars. So we've got a load of pillars. So I don't even know how many we've got. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slap a load down. He upgraded his hair for the 5.5 launch, says Lyle. I have to go, Aaron. No worries, Kelly. Thank you so much for stopping by, as always. Appreciate you being here. Right, pillars. Again, I don't know how many we've done. Good English, Longstaff. Right, so we'll slap a few down. So again, few variants. We've got the standard square pillar, which everyone's accustomed to and used to. We've also got the round castle pillar as well, which again, I think everyone's already seen. And then we've got the fat square pillar, which is more of the trim set. And the new additions after the round pillar is this guy here. We've now got a full column. So again, if you're doing smaller builds, you can stick a column in there. Again, a nice decorative column. We've also got the end piece of the column. So now hopefully you can see why we've changed this piece. It's part of this one now. So the idea is, if you are looking to make a huge pillar, you can literally just stack them on top of each other now. And we'll go silly. We'll go really silly. And we'll just cycle through the variants. So we're going to start by putting an end column down here, which is that one there. And then we can go for the middle ones all the way up to the top. So middle column. Again, they're all labelled, so hopefully it should be easy to see. Label middle column. And then we go for another end. And the good thing with the ends, they've got a flip on there as well. So the idea is, once you get to the top where you want to be, just flip it. And now you can make kind of like massive columns now, to be fair, like huge. No, I don't think this makes you look younger. It makes it look like somebody who's nervous about his hairline receding, which is so... Which if so, no. It's not, you know what? I was joking about it. I'm not. Genuinely, look. There's my hair. Well, good. I'm good, and I'm happy. I'm happy with where I am in my hair. I'll just stop going on camera. That's what I'll do. I'll just stop going on camera. To be fair, he's got more hair than me. Why do you think I'm wearing the fro now? Says Raz Clark. But just letting you know, we would all still love you, even if you went totally... Ah, thank you. You know what? I just... Seriously, I'll tell you why we went down this route, because my nephew and also my daughters as well, they said I've got an old man's haircut. And if you think about it, Raz is a bit younger than me, but that is genuinely like an older person's haircut, where have it high, have it spiky. All the kids these days have it flat. So I thought, you know what, my kids have been saying go for it, and I thought I'd go for it, and that's kind of where I've been. That's where I've been. That's why I did it. Nothing to do with my hairline. I never even noticed it, to be honest with you. But good job I haven't got a complex. Good job I haven't got a complex. My hair looks like a swan witch. Bald is easier, says Chris. My hair is thinning too. Getting old sucks. Being bald isn't so bad. I was bald for a while once, says Deborah Alexander. Yeah, you know what? It is what it is. I'm cool. I'm good. I'm happy. Right. Anyway, pillars. Pillars. Massive changes to the pillars now. The biggest introduction is obviously this guy here, and that's the column pillar, where you can literally make as big as you want, as tall as you want, and as wide as you want. Now, we haven't added these to the beams yet, because it didn't, in our opinion, didn't make sense. But again, if we find that everyone wants the beams, we can easily add this into the mod. It's not a problem. But anyway, at the moment, you've got this decorative pillar here, and you can make your own size one till your heart's content with all these items here. And that is the same with the new half pillars, which look so cute, man. They look so cute, man. No, I'm just joking. I'm on camera. I'm cool. I'm cool. I can take it. I can take it. So again, we've done the same with the smaller pillars as well, and I'm not gonna lie, it does make life easier than having to cycle through hundreds and hundreds of variations now. You've literally got 1, 2, 3, 4, you've got 6 large ones, and it's the same with the smaller ones as well. So again, round, trim, round, trim. We've got the one with the topper on there. Wow, we've got more than I thought. Pillars for days. Now, who'd have thought added pillars? Right, this one is, again, probably one of my favourite little ones. It's a little cute, dinky version of the decorative pillar. And again, I'm just going to show you what we can do with that. And it's exactly the same. You've got 3 different variants of the ones. You've got the full, you've got the end point, and you've also got the middle section as well, which is that one there. And again, if you want to go big, what I do like about this now is you could literally have, if you are building a roof that was like 3 high, or sorry, 3.5 high, 2.5 high, you can still do your columns, because you can add one of these guys on the top. And again, they do work exactly the same as the previous ones. Just skin them, and then you can just cycle through the variants, which I always get wrong. Middle, and again the end cap, which is I missed it. It says end, it says end, it says end, column end, and again just flip it. So again, that's a 1.5 high. So again, I'm guessing people will be able to make steps and stairs and all that kind of stuff as well. I'm so excited to see all the mod gets updated with the new structure. You know what? Me too. And I think, you know what? It did kill with Fizz, I'm not going to lie, because when we've seen them all, we really want to kind of get them in there. So it's mental how many items we've added just because of what you've did with the new structures. And again, to see what everyone else does, it's going to be epic. Heather, how you doing? The All-One Players, how's it going? And AMR Gamer YouTube says, like the Temple of... Yeah, exactly that. Now, obviously, I know that the Cartus has already got these, but again, these are slightly different in terms of his are a lot more clean. Ours are a little more kind of like dirty and more kind of like, well, medieval, castle-y. And again, it's exactly the same. We've gone, you know, we have added a load more. We've got a load of these for the thin pillars as well. So again, there's a load of stuff to kind of mess about with. And again, just adding pillars and different variations, it allows you to do loads more with the build. As you know, I love my pillars. So again, we've got the... Why am I taking the skin off? We've got the... what am I doing? This is what... They've moved where that is. There we go. So we've got the standard one. We've also got a full column on this one here. And I think this is the same... Column end, column middle, I believe. I think that's it. Let's have a little look. Yeah, back to default. So, again, I do like how this looks. We're just going to go too high for this one. There we go. Cool little column. So yeah, really interested to see what everyone comes up with and how you use these. And it's the same again. I am kind of showcasing what you've already seen, but again, I just want to kind of show you all of the pieces that's been added, all of the new pieces, and yeah, go with that. So we've got a little topper on this one here. We've got the little dinky column, and then obviously you can go as high as you want with that as well. There we go. Aaron might need a nap. Why? What have I done? What have I done? My hair looks like Hemian in the first HP movie. Lol, can't do anything with it. Well, I don't even know what film that is. What is that? I haven't even seen that film. But yeah, pillars. Lots and lots and lots and lots of pillars. Pillars for days. So we've got half pillars, and we've also added obviously half beams as well. So a lot of these here have got half beams, not the decorative ones, but the rest are half beams as well. So I'm not going to show you them. You've already seen them. Oh, Harry Potter, right? Okay, Hagrid. Is it Hermione? Hermione, and not Hagrid. Why did I say Hagrid? I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean now. Wow. Right, pillars. We've done pillars. The next one is quarter ramps, roofs, and ceiling variants. Right, okay. Quarter ramps. Crazy. Don't you start. Don't you start. I'm going to start banning. I'm going to start banning people. Hermione? Is it Hermione? Listen, I'm not a Harry Potter fan. I don't know. Yeah, you know what? I've normally got the gun, but because loads of mods got broke and switched out and stuff, I didn't use it. So yeah, it's easier to Hermione. The girl with kills and the ginger cat. Leviosa. Yeah, Leviosa. Me alone. Right, what we're doing? Quarter. What we're doing? Where we're quarter ramps. That's what we're doing. Right. Let's show you the new quarter ramps whilst we're on. Okay. Quarter ramps. There we go. Let's put a couple of these together. Skin them. Skin them. And then switch them. So there we go. So again, it's exactly the same in terms of what we've got with I keep flying over the shop. It's like what we've got now with so again, you can make a full one. Again, don't know why you'd want to, but you can if you wanted to as well. But yeah, fully coated up. There we go. Hermione. Why am I spending Why am I spending so much time on this? Why am I spending so... What is missing, I think? Well, it might be. It might be the roof, Crazy, if you remember. But we haven't done that yet. Don't say that too loud on the roof. They might. You know what? I live right next to where they filmed it as well. Yeah, it's the roof. We if you remember when we checked it, Crazy, it wasn't there. And we just said we'll add it later. So yeah, roof. Sorry, quarter ramps are done. There should be the roof and the 3 railing variants, but that isn't. There isn't. We haven't got it. It's somewhere, but not here. We have. No, I haven't gone through the stairs yet. We're just going through all the new stuff now. Harmony. Why is everyone spending so much time on this? Yeah, it's meant to be the floor, because if you look at so what we've had to do, rather than making a new ramp, so for instance, the ramp that we've got in the game, so this is our ramp, here, come on, right, anyway, this is our ramp, our ramp has to blend with the quarter ramps, so literally, there's a full ramp, and if you wanted to add a quarter ramp, for whatever reason, you can add that on there and continue. So, you know, the idea is the quarter ramps have to match with our ramps. Just say Mrs. Granger. Is that who it is? Is that who it is, Bar? There we go, Mrs. Granger. Right, so there's the quarter ramps added. New skin added to the roof corner, the castle roof. So there is a new piece that's been added, which is pretty cool, which is this guy here. So that's your standard roof. You've got the roof corner. We've also got the ramp corner as well, which is this one here. Again, cool little addition. Love it. Cool addition. Love it. And there we go. You can skin that and make a very small roof as well. So again, I do love how these roofs have turned out, to be fair. I'm not going to lie. They do look pretty cool. But yeah, there we go. Only skin to the roof, but eventually they'll have these guys on here as well, I believe. You can flip if you wanted to. His hair is more like Ron's now, except that Ron's was red, says Songbird. It was totally worth it. I mean, I could have said Hagrid, but this has been way more entertaining. Yeah, man, you could have. Oh my god! Enough of my controller's broke, or it's the new mechanics. But yeah, new roof piece added to the ramp corner, which again I do think is going to be a game changer, especially once we start adding these new pieces in here as well. Also these new materials, I do think it's going to make a massive difference. We've also got new skins added to the quarter roof. Right, so this is probably, I know I've said this about a few, but again, another one of my favourite items that's been added. So and yeah, Fizz, hopefully you'll like this as well. So here we go. We will do it for all of the items in a sec, but I am going to build a little box. We're building a box because we need to show this off. We need to build more than a box. What am I doing? Stevie J says, look at the bright side, nobody is calling you Snape. Right, okay. I know who that is, I think. Is it Snape? I don't know. Is he the bad guy? Is he the bad guy? Why? You know what? I'm going to watch Harry Potter, because like every single time I'm in a chat with you lot, there's always a Harry Potter reference that I don't get. And yeah, again, the textures obviously in terms of when it's wet as well. This, for me, this is where this castle structure set looks its best. It feels very medieval when it's wet. Professor Snape. Right. So, quarter roofs. One of my favourite things that they've added to the game. So thank you so much, Fizz, for that. Legend. Right. So, quarter roofs. Are going to be absolutely ideal for overhangs, in my opinion. So, here we go. So, at present, if you were going to do an overhang with a quarter roof, what you would do is this. You can create your roof rake super quick, super easy, and then to create the eave, you could just go all the way around like this. And again, this is good. This will work personally, but I do think this will work better. This will work better on larger builds, because if it was, say, a small house like this, I mean, some people might want that, might like that, but on a small house like this, I feel like the rake is good, but the eave, it feels like a, what's the word, like a cartoon version of a house. Feels like a cartoon house. So again, with the mod, skinning it, it looks pretty much seamless, like you'd expect, I guess. So again, this is good enough, and I do think this will work really well for a larger build. But again, for a smaller build, I just think that the overhang, it's slightly too big. Right, let me just change the weather again. Right, so what we've added is we've now got quarter roofs to create the rakes. So we've got three different versions of this. I'm going to start on this side just to make life easier. So he says, so got the rakes and got the eaves. Yeah. Flip this. Flip this. I'm going to do this all the way around. So again, roof rake. The roof eaves, we've got rake and an eave. So all you do is you cycle through rake, eave, rake, eave. Rake, eave. Rake, eave. Yep. And then when you get to this part, you switch it to the joint. So you got rake roofs, sorry, rake eaves, rake eaves, rake. Right, we got rakes, eaves, and joints. Wow, so easy for me to say. There we go. Eve, eave, 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 joint, eave, joint. And again, because it only works on one side, you do have to flip one of the sides. But again, my opinion, on a smaller build, that will work super well. You can also, as well, if you wanted to, just keep this as it was. So you can have a smaller kind of overhang here and a bigger overhang at the front. But again, it just gives you so many options now that you never had, just because you've got that one additional piece. So hopefully you'll see the fact that we've moved the rakes and the eaves to the quarter roofs. It allows you so much more flexibility in terms of like the roofs you can make. So again, for me, hats off Fizz for bringing that piece out. And the other thing we've added, sticking with the roofs, new skin added to the quarter sloped castle wall. New Added to the quarter wall. Oh, right, okay. This is going to be cool. Mike, honestly, buddy, thank you so much for the $4.99. Genuinely appreciate it. Sorry, why are you talking about joints? I didn't know you were like that, says Mike. Thank you so much for the $4.99, mate. I appreciate it. Right. So, another thing that we've added. And actually, Fizz, I think it was Syntac who brought this up. So, there we go. Are we going to get away with it? No, we're not. Let's find a better spot. Let's do it here. Aaron in full salesman mode. Yes, I am. I think more importantly, I'm just going to show you what you can do with it, because again, I think if someone got this roof rake and Eve, they'd be like, "What the hell is that?" Because if you look at it like this, as it stands, yeah. You've got that, and that. Again, doesn't really make much sense as to kind of where they go, but yeah, work really well. But 92 people in the chat, man. How you all doing? Right, so if you're building with odd numbers, 3, 5, 7, in case you don't know what an odd number is, the big problem we have with a lot of this is when you're trying to build a roof, inevitably what happens is you come to a section like this. Now, half roofs are great for fixing the roof side of it. So, as an example, you come to here. There we go. So the half roofs work so well. So in terms of what you would do here to get your little... Normally you'd either do a little cheat where you'd put like a half wall, sorry, a quarter wall and a quarter ceiling. You have to overhang the textures, which doesn't always look well. But with this, you put your little quarters. Again, you've got a nice little kind of roof. Well, a perfect roof, to be fair. But the problem we have is this little piece here. Now, you can hide it, but ultimately what we've added to this is if you place down a wall, and skin it, you've now got a little quarter. He says, here we go. So there we go. So you can quarter this up, fill that gap in, and again, because it is on a quarter roof, again, you can just do exactly what we've just done before there. You can do your overhang as it is if you wanted to, or you can split it to a smaller quarter, an eighth of an overhang, with obviously the additional pieces. And there's me just messing stuff up as per usual. There we go. So there we go. And again, if you wanted to look a little bit smaller in terms of the overhang, you would just do that. So again, just a few cool things you can do with that. And this is the same for the village set as well, which I will show you, but it's exactly the same for the village set as well. But again, for me personally, it's just having these, like I say, not even using the bits that we've added extra, just having these quarter pieces and the half pieces just allows you to do so much more now with a build, while having to faff about with railings and beams and making sure the beams the right way around and stuff. Because although we had the beams in there, it was still a bit of a nightmare to kind of switch between things. Nice, and so the tweets will take time to get something like that made, but it's on the list. Yeah, and in the meantime, people can just buy Castlecraft and build castles with that little piece. Slayer, I think, was always on the... I think if you read Fizz's original tweet, there's a few other items that they didn't actually getting done in time that I think they were probably on there as well, to be fair. So hopefully it's going to happen. It's going to happen soon, man. So that is the quarter walls. We've now got the sloped. Another thing that's been asked for a long time is there is now a dormer window for the castle set. So again, we had it originally for the village set. We've now got it for the castle set. So there we go. Looks pretty cool. There is only one version of the window because they would have to end up having like 8 million different dormer windows, but there's now one for the castle set if you wanted to use that on your village builds, or if you just want to add that on a tower, that type of thing. But it's there now as well, which is pretty cool. We've also got quarter stairs. So again, all we've done is we've added items that Fizz has put in there. So there we go, little dinky quarter stairs, which are super cute. Again, I can imagine these working really well in a tower, in a build. I think they would look pretty cool on the side of a tower. But yeah, so where is it? There we go. There we go. You can, I think, let's see if this works, because what you can do, I think, so I mentioned before you can't place the railings, but if you've got two, I think you can place that there. Place that there. Let's skin it. And I believe, well, you could leave it like that, but I think if you take that down, yeah, there we go. That will stay. So you can skin. It won't allow you to snap it initially, I don't think, unless I'm lying. Yeah, you can't snap these initially, but if you go off from a railing, you can place it down, and it will stay. I think I have the nickname now at that company as Content Fizz. Good, you know what though? That's what you need. I genuinely think that's what Wildcard has really kind of like missed over the years. It's just someone who played the game as a content creator yourself, as a builder, but also like listens to people. I'm not saying you should take everyone's ideas, because I guess there's some absolutely mental ones out there, but take on board what people are asking for, and guess what? If you add it to the game, people's going to play it, man. People's going to play it. So yeah, little quarter stairs work really well. You can add railings to them, but you've got to do it the way I've just showed you there as well. And that's not because of the mod, that's just because of the way the game's been done. And the last one on the castle set that's been added is... Oh, well... we can show you this as well. We've got two quarter railings, and we've also got we're there. There we go. Wrong one. Beep. We've also got a quarter battlement as well. So again, the idea previously, if you had a gap of a quarter, you'd have to kind of put a full one, then it would kind of glitch through or poke through the side of the build. Now you can kind of add this. Now they do blend okay in terms of together, but the idea is you wouldn't. These blend perfectly as you'd expect. It's a railing, but these just because the material is itself, they don't really blend. They don't blend perfectly, and you wouldn't really put two together. Ideally, you'd put a full one in there, but again, if you did put them together, it doesn't look too bad. But yeah, that is mainly for kind of corners, ends, caps, that type of thing. So yeah, the new battlement has been added to that as well. Village set, all of the new pillars have been added. We didn't have half pillars in the village set. Now we do. And the good thing is I can kind of showcase these because we've got these already placed out. In fact, you know what? Let's put new ones down so you can see the lot. Yeah, you can stack railings. Yep, geodating. The arch is coming. The arch is coming. We didn't have all of the arch pillars though, Crazy. We didn't have all of them. Yeah, exactly. There we go. There we go. So I'll just show you the half pillars because, again, you've seen most of the other ones. So we got a couple of little ones. Again, I don't know how many we've got. And a couple of fat lads in there as well, just for good measure. Wow. This control pad, man. Right, so There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Right, there we go. So let's see what we've got. Oh. So yeah, we've got, I think we already had that in, I can't remember, with the end cap. We've also got the trimmed version as well. I don't believe we had the small spiked pillar. So again, I think that'll be used, that can be used pretty widely for different things. And we've got the one with the little kind of cap on there as well. Let's have a look, see that is if that's the last one. I think it is. Yeah, it is. Okay, sweet. So 5 thick half pillars. Not sure how many we've got here, but let's just try it. Should really know this, shouldn't I? Yep, so we've got the one with the little beam on the end. We've got the standard pillar. One with a cap. Carla, thank you so much for the sub. And that is it. We've got less of these. No, we've got the spike. Yeah, sweet, we've got the spike. So yeah, again, quite a few variants there. Arches in different sizes. Yes, we will get to them. We've managed to figure a way to do 3 arches with the standard structures, or 3 wide arches with the standard structures. Yeah, the wood, I do like how the wood looks, to be fair. It's probably one of my kind of my favourite kind of like textures on here as well. It looks pretty cool against the stone as well. So yeah, there's my pillars, and the same with the beams. They have beam variants as well. No point in showing you them. Brand spanking new structure. We've got is we've now got a variation of the Dino Gateway, which is again looks really cool, and I can see this being used in like massive like inns and tavern builds, that type of thing. Let's just stick a few walls. There we go. So yeah, brand spanking new Dino Gate. Again, just like the previous one we've done, we've made sure that it blends with the wall as opposed to kind of sticking out. So yeah, so we've got a brand new gate gateway to go with it, and with the gateway we've got a new gate as well. So brand new gate set in here. He says, if you can find it, there we go. And again, using the same material. So pretty cool. If I'm being honest with you, this is probably my favourite one. I think this will work really well in the castle, you know, against the castle set as well. So, but I do like how that looks. There we go. One thing I haven't showed you as well, just to show you with the metal, you'll see the metal has changed on all the items. So, you know, we've got the metal portcullis. That's been massively improved. It's more reflective. And also we've got the wooden one with the kind of spikes on there as well. You can kind of see how reflective that's become now as well. It looks more metal, basically. It looks more metal. Any change in the wood railings? No, other than we've moved the location of the half. Sorry, the half railings. Other than that, they work exactly the same. So yeah, brands. I can just imagine that being the underside, the bottom of a huge, like kind of like inn or something like that. So yeah, I do like how that looks. It works really well, and yeah, on the inside, looks fairly chunky, man. If you do different variants of the village walls, how does that look with the gate? It looks cool. It looks cool. Looks really good. Do what you want. There we go. Eric, sorry, Ekin Duran, how you doing? Ascended, or this is Ascended, buddy. This is Ascended. Yeah, Crafty Mama, how are you doing? How are you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Right, so we got Village Dino Gate. We've we've also got ramps and ramp corners. So let's just kind of get a few more of these out. We still haven't gotten to the good stuff yet. Right, ramps. So, Greenhouse will get updated one day. You know what? I think you should leave it. I think Greenhouse should stay a legacy. Keep it as it is. Never change the Greenhouse. Okay, this is our own mod. This is Castlecraft Structures. It's a premium mod. It's on the mod store. It's $5 at the moment. I don't think there's any sales on it though. I know that CourseForge sometimes do kind of flash sales, but yeah, it's $5, and there's over 400 items in this now as well, pal. Right, so quarter ramps. That's the first thing I want to show you on this. Again, I don't know how many there is, so I'm just going to put a few. Place a few the wrong way around. Why not? There we go. I think there's a lot of these, to be fair. Lots of variants. Yeah, there is. 3, let's see. Let's see, crazy. Let us see. Is he right? Is he right? Yes, he is. Right, so it's the roofs I'm missing on that one as well, but we can add them. So yeah, 3 different roofs, quarter ramps. Jamie, welcome back, pal. Welcome back. When you talk about village, is that within the castle? Yes, it is. All of this is in the castle mod. So if you look, when you go into the cosmetics and you've got a Castlecraft, you've got different sets. So you've got the castle set, the village set, the dungeon set, the trim set, and the new deco set as well. So that's kind of what I'm referring to. But everything I'm showing you is in the castle structures mod. Critical says, long time quiet viewer, but had to come see all the greatness for the big update. Thank you, Aaron. Things look amazing. Yeah, you know what? I would say it's took me and Crazy probably 2.5 weeks solid to kind of get it where it is. But you know what? I think it was a good opportunity with 5.5 coming out to just revamp the whole thing. And yeah, I am really happy with how it's turned out, to be fair. I'm sure Crazy you'll agree as well, mate. Right, so that is the quarter ramps. We've also got the quarter walls. And that just gives you the item I was showing you before. So we've got this guy here. So we've got the normal quarter wall. We've got the full wooden wall. But we've also now got this, you know, if you are doing the smaller roof. But again, we've got a smaller version of that now as well. So again, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Question, guys, does my green name here transfer to Discord, or do I? Yeah, it does, Verna, it does. If you're a member on the channel, you get a green game name tag as well in the Discord as well. So yeah, we've got a little kind of quarter slip wall there as well. Same as before with the castle set, we have the corner ramps. That's not the ramp. That's the ramp. I'm still really struggling to get used to where all of the items are, but here ho, there we go. So again, pretty cool looking roof, and we will be adding other variants to this as well, things like you know, these guys here, and probably stairs as well. But yeah, we've got the roofs have been done as well, which again is pretty nice. We've also got the same as before. I'm not going to show you them. You know what? I'll just reskin this. It's probably easier rather than doing them all. But similar to before, we've got roof rakes, the corner pieces, and all that jazz as well. So again, exactly the same. Again, it blends so well, and again, I can't wait to see kind of how you use them. Not my mod, but I'm proud to use this, says Verna. Thank you, man. And Erken says, oh, I can't read that, sorry. Critical says, so is Castlecraft ready to go? Yes, it's done. It's all updated. This is it. We're using this on 5.5 now, pal. Chili Depper says this is going to be so handy and build, and Songbird says going to have to lurk and get some work done. Great job, everyone. Can't wait to play with this some more. Love all the new Darkwood pieces. Ah, thanks, Songbird. Liking what you have updated. I pray my build is there. So you know what? It will be. What will happen is there'll be a few things that have changed style, and they'll be in different locations, but everything should still be there. The main base stuff will still be there. Do we have quarter windows? We don't, Verna, but that's something we could add. That is something we could add. Right. Roof rakes, roof eaves, and roof connectors have been done. Quarter stairs. These are cute. These are cool. Thank you for the sub, GR. so the quarter stairs look so I think it looks so cute compared to the stone ones, because yeah, man, why wouldn't you like them? But yeah, stacked up, look pretty cool. Put them together, you can make a full one, but why would you? Because they've got full ones in the game. But yeah, we've got the quarter stairs in here as well. So again, really excited to see kind of what they look like, kind of on the sides of buildings, all that kind of stuff as well. So yeah, quarter stairs are now in there as well. We've also got a new doorway, people. A new doorway, people. So, where are we? So this is on the double door frame. And cycle through the variants. So we've still got the standard double door frame, but we've now got an arched door frame as well, which again, it was requested for. So a lot of the stuff that's in here has been asked for in the Castlecraft Discord. So again, if you want things added, just put something in there, and we might get them in there in the next update. And again, looks pretty cool once you place a door on there as well. There's loads of different doors in this set that you can mess about with. There we go. So cool arch door now, which is pretty epic. Chris, honestly, buddy, thank you so much, man, for the 5 gifted members. Genuinely appreciate that, man. What an absolute legend you are. A huge warm welcome to all the new members, courtesy of Chris Finch, and that is to the All Mon Players, aka Heather, to Andrew Prim, to Dorothy Metcalf, to Svenja Seeker, and Timem. Timem? Thank you so much. Not enough green in the chat, says Chris. Thank you so much, mate. What an absolute star, man. What an absolute star you are. Right, double door frame arch is in the game now, which again, love it. Big guy, little guy. There we go. Right, and we've also added as well. So if you remember, it has been asked for quite a bit in the quarters. We have got a full wood wall. Now, I originally said it crazy that no one will ever use it. To be honest with you, the amount of people that use it and build is mental. So we've now added a new variant to the full wall. Just to give you a little bit more kind of like flexibility. You can do a little bit more with that as well. So there's a full wooden wall there in there as well. So has the auto open close been scrapped? Says I think it has. On our mod it has, yeah. Now actually, should that be on there as standard when you go in? I don't know. We did on our servers, we had to switch it off because that was causing us massive problems. Right, the dungeon set. I want to go through the new stuff that's been added to the dungeon set. So again, we did say this did need a lot of work because there wasn't much in it. That literally, what you see there is pretty much what was in. We've added an absolute boatload of stuff in here as well. So again, this is probably where we've made the most improvements to in terms of items. So I'm just going to skin this up. Let's go. Can you imagine what wood wall with the stone frame? Yes, exactly. I think that would look pretty cool as well. I can imagine it would look. Again, some people have asked for if we can skin over the top of this. It's something I've been thinking about potentially. Right, so new items. We've got in the dungeon set. We've got here we go. We've got railings. We've got a full railing set. So we've got the big ones and the small ones. So start with the fat lads. In fact, we'll do one of each. We'll do a fat lad, a little fat lad, a skinny lad, and a little skinny lad, and we'll do the same again. So we'll go fat, fat, skinny, skinny. MR Gaming says, what do you think about adding non-iron metal shapes? Non-iron metal shapes? Like, have you got any pictures that you can put in the Discord so I can so I know what you're talking about? Please and thank you. Those pillars are the members of monarchy. Those pillars are the members of monarchy. What do you mean? Irishman, how you doing? How you doing? Right, okay. Dungeon pillars. So here we go. We've got chained versions, thick and thin. So again, these can just be used for decorative. The idea of these was to make it like decorative. So there's a couple of suggestions I've got for this, because there's two versions of it. So let's just stick another one next to it. There we go. So each one also has an end or a mountain chain or a mountain end or a mountain cap, whatever you want to call it. So a lot of people use the deco skin to make chains and stuff in the dungeon. My suggestion would be what you can also do now, which is pretty cool. Skin it, skin it, skin it. Let's go with that. And if you place the railing off the ceiling, I mean, you can literally have, and again, I don't know if you notice, but they link together when you place them together. So they do, you know, the next one when you place it, as an example, when you skin it, the link, and if you can see, goes inside. So again, a lot of care's gone into making it look cool. But again, if you use that little extra item there, you know, you could use them for, you know, chains coming off. And the good thing with this is, rather than like how it used to be, where you were limited to the chains that we give you and the size of the chains we give you, you can make these as tall or as small or as long or as little or as big or whatever you want, you know. So you could go too high with that one, place them down, switch it, you know, so you got different chains coming off, or you can just use them for chains, you know, like, you know, pillars, like something funky, something cool. I don't know, use them more creative than I am. Again, that's something that I'd let you guys settle and deal with yourselves. But we've now got chain pillars. Bear with me 2 seconds. I need to put my light on. It's too dark. It's too dark in the room. Give us a sec. Give us a sec. Oh. Can you add a ceiling on that? Says yes, you can. So they work like normal pillars. So these work like normal pillars. So you can literally place this down and then stick a ceiling on it. So just like that. There we go. Either in the corner. So again, you could put chains all the way down there and do, again, bigger and better things than I can think of. I don't know, crazy. I don't know. I'm getting myself all flustered. I don't know why I did that. But there we go. Loads of different things you can do with this. And again, I don't know. Let's stick a dungeon one on there and switch it across. Don't know what we're building. We're building something. But there we go. Chains, ladies and gentlemen. Chains. We've also got. We've also got. We've also got have I yeah, we've only got one set. I don't know why I put two on there. But there we go. Pillars. Can you flip the cap to the bottom? That's a good question. I think you can. Yes. No, you can't. You can flip the act, so you can flip this so that the chains line up. You can't change. Can you change it, crazy? I might be wrong. Yes, you can. There we go. There we go. Yeah, of course you can. Z does it. We're not doing a Viking set just because there's a Viking set coming out as a premium mod shortly. So we ain't going to be doing that. There's only going to be one out, so we're not going to bother. A rusty version. You know what? It's not a bad shout, and again, that'd be quite cool to. Yeah, you know what? Not a bad shout at all, to be honest. Right. Okay. So there is the railings. Sorry, the chains, the pillars. We've also got, again, a couple of cool things that we've got. We've got a brand spanking new railing set. So we've got two of them as well. So the first one is we've now got a spiky railing. That's probably what we're going to call it. Spiky railing set. And again, all the variants are in there as well. So you can go up the stairs, down the stairs, however you want to do the stairs. If I can feed, if I can hit it. So there we go. We've got spiky railings. Again, they do blend pretty well. Baptiste, as always, thank you so much for the $4.99. What an absolute legend you are. That chain design is amazing. Amazing job on this mod. Well done, Aaron and Crazy. Thank you so much, man. Absolute star. So yeah, we've now got these guys. Again, we've also got the half versions of them as well. So again, we're not leaving them out. So we got tiny little half railings. We've also got a new set of. Let's just put these in the right spot. Here we go. Here we go. So the other variant of this, which is again probably one of my favourites. If I can skin the right things in the right place, is a chain. Again, what's pretty cool with this chain, obviously they all link perfectly, but there we go, we've got a thick nice thick kind of chain, and the reason why we added this was someone came up with a really good suggestion of having like a looped chain coming off. You can also do if you use the higher incline with this, you could probably use these to make a drawbridge, you know, the chain off a drawbridge. So if you use this one here and skinned it, you know, you could do some, I just think cool things can be done with this. I mean, again, if you don't want to kind of have it floating, you can literally just stick a pillar, you know, either side, skin it with something else, you know, like let's just go with this for now. You know, loads of different things you can do. Can a pointed railing be placed on top of the bar wall? But yeah, it works just like these just work like a normal item. All we're doing is skinning them. So yeah, you can stick that on there and that'll work. Yeah, so it's exactly the same as a normal structure, a normal piece. You can even put chains, switch that to a chain, add pillars, the whole lot. So again, we just want to add as much as we can now into the dungeon set. 2 seconds. 2 seconds, people. Right, so that is the railings, that is the pillars. We've also got the obviously these are pillars, these will work as beams as well. Again, I thought that might be obvious, but that's why I didn't do it. But ultimately we can go for beams as well. Why can't there we go. So beams, no, they work as well. Does it come with skins for Fabricator, Smithy and Forge? So that's why, Hammers, we've added the new decor set so that we can start adding items like this. So rather than sticking it in like random locations, they're going to be in its own specific set. So yeah, at the moment there's a few that can be skinned. That will be added at a later date. Yeah, exactly, Baha. I mean, I was even thinking of traps, you know, like putting spikes on them and stuff. So there's loads of, and I knew yous are more creative than I am, but I just thought we'd add as much as we can into here now, and it'll give you like so much more flexibility in terms of what you can build. And Baptiste, as always, man, thank you so much for the $5.99. What could be nice also is a rusty skin for the dungeon skin to make it kind of all. Yeah. Please do us a favour, put that in the suggestions and ideas within the Castlecraft. The Castlecraft, what is it? The Castlecraft Discord, please. 2 seconds. John, how you doing? How are you doing, John? Welcome to the stream, pal. Right, what else have we got? We've also got the thin pillars, the thin beams. We've added the wait, yeah. What we didn't have, and now we do. We now have a dungeon window set. So we didn't have that previously, now we do. And again, 2 different variants as always. So now, in terms of the standard structures, everything's in there, which is pretty cool. So yeah, we've now got a window in there as well. Again, I don't even know why we didn't put the window in, but oh no, I know why we didn't, because it didn't make sense to have a window in a cell. But I guess it's to be used for a whole other range of different things as well. So we've got the windows. We've also got the new sloped shallow walls that was added to the build, to the game as well. Again, these look pretty cool. So we've also got these. I'm going to move that railing for now. Ooh. There we go. Bang, bang. So yeah, sloped, and we've also got obviously the 2 variations as well, so they've been added. They're new. Quarter ramp for the cobblestone is in there as well. That's the roof, Aaron. There we go. So again, we've got the cobblestone quarter ramp as well. Beheading bench, again, there's another cool idea. That's another cool idea, John. And we've also got, I think, the last one, again, is a really nice, cool addition, in my opinion. Is... we haven't got the dino gate, because again, we haven't. There's no excuse. We haven't got the dino gate way, but what we do have is a cool looking dino gate when he puts it down. Where is it? There we go. So yeah, a nice cool dino gate. So there's loads, to be fair, in terms of your dino gates. We've got absolutely tons to play around with. So yeah, that is pretty much the dungeon set. So hopefully you'll agree we've added, well, tons compared to what that was. So that's a full new kind of like set to kind of play about with. Really intrigued as to what you're going to come up with, how you's come up with things and what you's actually come up with. But there we go. We've now got, you can see how much it's been increased. We've got so much more in there now as well, which I'm really, really excited with, really happy about. Right, so trim set. Next set in the selection is this one here, which we're all used to. Speaking of ladders, you know what? Love the chains. Got some whips. Got to climb a ladder to reach to that keyhole. It's a dino gate, man. It's a dino gate for big dinos. Anyway, speaking of ladders, I forgot about the ladder. Got a new ladder, man. Yeah, so we've got like a chain ladder as well. So again, be cool to see kind of where you use that. Again, just in keeping with what we've done. So yeah, dungeon set completed it, mate. Right, trim set. We've got a couple of things in here with this. So we're gonna place a few more. These chain ladder rope bridges, that's the one. A boat ladder. Yeah, you know what, again, I can't wait to see what he's come up with. Skinned that with the wrong one, man. What an idiot. Prison doors with hatches in. Yeah, you know what? Good shout. Like, that's a really good shout. I like that. I like it a lot. I love the chains. Got some whips. Not yet. We can add them. If you want them, we can add them. Right. Okay. So trim set. We got quarter roofs, and we're using the quarter roofs. If you remember, we've actually got like a bit of an underhang with large steps. We've also got large steps as well, so you've now got the quarter version of them as well, which are again pretty cool. Interesting to see where you use these, but yeah, we've got large steps in there as well. We've also got quarter ceilings, so let me just quickly slap a couple of them. I'm going to put a few walls down. So quarter ceilings. So right, okay. Here we go. So those who've been watching the previous castle build that we've done, will have noticed that I spend an ungodly amount of time doing underhangs with ceilings and the trim set. So now what we've added, what we've done, is we've got the ability now to create a quick overhang, which again I'm super happy about. And there we go. So as always, what you do is you go around with your quarter ceilings, but the previous way you would do that would be you would skin that with a castle set, and then you'd place a load of quarter walls underneath and skin all them with the trim set. Now all you do is you skin the ceiling with the trim set, and it creates an overhang. Now it only goes one way, that's just the way arc works. But now what you can do quickly, especially if you've got a variation gun, you wouldn't do it there, sorry, you would just put a normal one. You literally just go through the different variants, and there's four rotations. But there we go. That probably could have sped up the castle build by, I could have reduced it by 10 episodes just with adding that piece in there as well. So that is there. You can still do it the old way. The pieces are still in there. They're still available. You can still use them. But if you want to do a quick overhang, you can do that super quick now just by adding, literally one piece, and that is the quarter ceiling. So I think hopefully that's going to help a lot of people out. moving forward. Could have built in that's exactly that Baja, but yeah, it was needed. But again, I think that's the beauty of building with this mod and building the game in general, that you kind of, once you can see what you need when you're using it, you don't really understand and know that once you're doing the mod initially. So there's a load of stuff we've added just purely because it's been easier for me to build, or Crazy to build, or Brainy or someone like that, you know. Also, what we've got, you know what? I'm going to stick with this. We're going to go like that. The Newcastle wine glass. Is this what you're talking about? Right, okay, so sticking with the quarters, we've also now got the quarter battlement now as well, so again, pretty cool. So, in this scenario, let's say for instance, we are at a position where we need a quarter, which we're not. You would place that down, trim it, and we've now got a little quarter one as well. So again, cool little addition, and then obviously that's the standard one there as well. So yeah, quarter, and we haven't got obviously the gap inside. You can flip it, but we haven't got that because again, it's a half or a quarter. Aaron, see what your vampire says, Tyler Tabor. I am. This isn't cordial. It isn't cordial. So yeah, quarter battlements, pretty cool. We've also got quarter walls. So this again, this to me is going to be a bit of a game changer as well. So right, one of the pieces we've got on the trim is this guy here. Now obviously I've used that ridiculous amount of times, and I've used that to create this. We can also, as well with this, create something like, he says, like this. So again, a nice little kind of decorative piece. And again, put them all the way across a wall. What we've also got now is if you do this, and this, same piece, same set. What we can do now is you've now got a middle section, so you can actually create a bigger version, and this will work really well with Crazy, I don't know if you're watching, but we need to reduce or increase the height of this. Damn it, I'm sure that must have moved, but anyway, you can see what we're going for. But the good thing is, so again, I can see this being used in loads of different builds, but ultimately as well, the idea is this here is now a bigger version of the underhang. So you know how a lot of the time, especially on the larger castles, we go with something like this, and then you have like a full ceiling out. You're kind of limited to the sloped arch that we do, but now what you could do is you could do this. And I think that's why, Crazy, it doesn't line up, because it was designed to work as like a large overhang. Ah, there we go. Flip Z. There we go. So maybe as we switch it in terms of Yeah, you can't because we need it to work like this for that. To be fair though, Crazy, if you flip Z, it would be like this, wouldn't it? When we place this one and then that one wouldn't line up. I don't know. Fix the model. Sweet. Okay, nice one. But yeah, you can see kind of what we're going for. It just gives you options to be able to do a lot more in terms of, like, you know, decor and trimming and all that kind of jazz. So yeah, anyway, there we go. That's a new little piece that's been added, and I do think it's going to add massive kind of changes to the builds, the decor and what you can do there. I mean, even there, just looking at these pieces, you can see the variation in it, which is pretty cool. So there's a flagstone quarter wall. We've also got the castle rooftop trim. So again, another cool little addition, which I really love. So as an example, if you've got a nice little build here, if you place along the top a couple of beams as well as a half beam, let's say we're going to go crazy with a half beam as well. If you use the trim piece, Aaron, we can just end the roof, make the roof look a little bit cooler, a little bit more sexy, and yeah, just add a little bit extra to it. So yeah, love how that looks. Really works. Cool little design. Love it. Little trim piece. We are going to add one for the village set. Just haven't gotten around to that either. It says Islada says, I've just been busy playing with the statues. Says, you know what? When I get to the deco section, for me, this is going to make huge changes, and it's going to be easier for everyone because the deco boxes are a pain in the butt initially. Hopefully the new changes will make it a little bit better. So there we go. We've also got the half beam and the full beam on the castle roof trim. We've also got new thin pillar edging. So I showed you this earlier, and I will show you where you would use this, but this piece here, so I'm just going to change the variant. But now, on the corners, using the trim piece, this was requested quite a bit. Wow. Put the right one on, Aaron, and go. What's happening? What's happening? There we go. And I'm going to switch this. So we've now got an edge piece, and it's a half as well. So again, just a little bit more decoration, a little bit more stuff added. And I'll show you where you'd use this in a lot of builds. But yeah, we've got a little trim piece now as well. Again, just to edge this off, make it look pretty cool. We've also got a the biggest addition for me in the trim set. So I'm going to go over here to do this. The half beam has a different colour to the full beam. I don't think it does. There we go. You can flip it. You can flip it. It just depends how I've placed the beam. It depends how you place the beam. That's the problem with beams, or anything on a beam. You are limited to kind of how the beam's placed, so which pit it's snapped to, that side or that side. But yeah, that's how it should be. That's how it goes. So you would have to use the flip if you place the beam on the wrong side. Stevie G says, immediately know I'm going to use that. And I'm sure you do. I'm sure a lot of people's going to use that in the same place. But right, so a couple of things that I do love with this now is, right, so we've got a nice, cool new piece. So I'm just going to put a few of these to make life easier for us, because why not? So, one thing we normally can do with this, and we've done a lot of these, and I'm getting sick of doing these, is we've got the ability to make a little arch. Which is pretty cool in itself. So we've got this little arch. So this is where you would use this piece. So you'd change the wall to kind of the flatter version on the edges. Oh. And then you'd place your pillars if you wanted to. I mean, I personally don't mind how it stands, how it looks, but yeah, there we go. So you can add this on here if you wanted to as well, which is pretty good. Again, just to kind of make this a little bit fatter. This is a standard piece. This has been in forever. This arch, but again, that's kind of what we've been stuck with, or limited to, with the Castlecraft mod. Indriani says, Baha, like it totally collapsed or just couldn't work on it anymore. Just make things cleaner and more finished. And oh yeah, it says can be right. Okay, double arch. What we've now got is a bigger arch. So it's done with 2 pieces. So the way you make a bigger arch, Charlie does a happy dance, right? So the way you do a bigger arch in this is you start with this. You don't have to use quarters that I am, but just because it's going to keep it the same. You would then fit a flipped, doesn't have to be, it has to be flipped for this bit, a flipped railing, followed by another. So it's exactly the same as this, other than you add an extra piece to make your third part. Right? And then you use the trim set to place your arches. Cycle to the larger one, which is that guy there. And then you'd switch this to the third part of the arch. So again, now hopefully bigger bridges, bigger walkways, all of that kind of stuff can be done now using these 2 pieces. Gonna go have fun, folks, says Baha. Thank you so much, mate. Honestly, genuinely appreciate you being there, mate, as always. And yeah, hopefully catch you on another stream. So yeah, we've now got the ability to make bigger arches, which is, again, for me, a bit of a game changer. So I do like that. We will show you in a second some of the other things you can do with this as well. So we've got that version of it. We've also got another version of it as well. So just to quickly show you that. So again, we're just going to do exactly the same as we did before. So we're going to add a sloped wall. I'm back. Edging can make buildings more beautiful. Is there any idea that you do the same thing but from above? Like a circle? You can do this all the way. You can do a full circle. You just do it. You start at the bottom and then do it around the base. Easy. You can do a full circle. There's loads of things you can do with it. Obviously, we show you a few things, but as I said, you guys have got better imaginations than we have. So, or I have anyway. But again, I just want to kind of show you what you can also do. So we've also got a version of this with the. What am I doing, crazy? What am I doing? What am I doing? There you go. So again, different version you can do with the wood set. We are working on a full settler set, which is the same version. Same kind of look at this, but again, this is going to be used for loads of different things I can imagine. One thing you can do with this, which does look really good to be fair, is you can literally, if you put a couple of pillars either side. I'm just going to quickly do this. I'm not going to use the fancy pillars, which I probably could. In fact, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. Show you some suggestions. Because it's on a railing, you can literally slap your railings down. Switch it to that little middle piece and create a cool little wall. Little fence, and and exactly the same, obviously, with the castle side of it. So you would literally skin your castle railings, or sorry, your castle beams or castle railings, whatever you want to do. We're going to go with that guy there, and we are using the trim piece for this as well. Come on, there we go, trim piece. So again, back to the trim piece, which is your battlements, and then you cycle to this middle section, and it gives you, again, just loads of little things, and all I'm doing is using this kind of middle section here. Again, I think it was crazy. It was actually crazy to come up with that suggestion, with that idea. Again, just hopefully all the new pieces were added allows you to do loads more than just build, you know, what we kind of show you, if that makes sense. So we've got the large 3 wide arches. New skin added to the railings, arched wall 2 variants, wood and castle stone. Yeah, that's what I've just showed you there as well. Right, okay, so the last set to show you is the new set that's been added, and that is the decor set. So a lot of the things you've already seen, so the statues and whatnot, but let me just get myself some decor boxes. Let me get a bed. Let me get a trophy mount. Let me get a fireplace. Let me get a deddy. And let me get a pillar. Before we go. Right, okay. And it rains, and it rains, and it rains. Right. Let's get rid of the rain. So, decor, right. So the first thing I'll show you is the things you've probably already seen. So within the decor, in the trim set, so we used to have a lot of statues, gargoyles, and whatnot. So the first thing to show you with the decor set is that we've added the ability with this to place on the small decor boxes your gargoyles, the medium decor boxes, your medium statues, and the larger decor boxes, the larger statues. Now the problem with this is you always have to line them up. So what we've done, just with this set, because it makes sense to have this in the decor set, we've got the ability now to be able to rotate the items. So again, that's going to make life easier. So a lot of people use the rotate tool or the move tool. You don't necessarily need that now, so you can rotate these. You can also scale them up as well. So this is just on the decor set only. But again, if you want a big gargoyle, you can have a big gargoyle. So I do think that really kind of adds a little bit more to it in terms of, you know, you want bigger lions, you can go as big as you want. So yeah, all of the decor stuff can be scaled, rotated, moved, manipulated. So again, I think that's a pretty good kind of addition to it as well. John, I have. Yes, I have. Thanks for noticing, buddy. You've gone from Chavo Guerrero to Eddie Guerrero. I have. Love it. So yeah, you can rotate and scale all these. So again, all of the statues and the gargoyles and whatnot are in the decor set. And again, same kind of thing. Switch through the variants, switch to the gargoyles, all that kind of stuff. They are all there. Gargoyles, and if you wanted to make the gargoyles penis bigger, you can do that by scaling it up. Do you still have the happy gargoyle? We do have the happy gargoyle, and if you want to make it big, like I just said, you can. So let's have a look. Let's see just how big it goes. Oh god. Right, let's switch that to, there he is. No, that's not him. That's not him. There he is. Right, okay, let's scale him up. There we go. You can. Wow. Okay. But again, I just think this gives you a bit more variation because you are limited to this being pretty small, this being really big. You know, you can literally take that down. I mean, you know how scaling works, but ultimately, you know, if you want a little lion, you can have a little lion. Fizz might still be lurking. He probably is. He probably is. But yeah. So yeah, gargoyles are now a thing. We've also got, again, you've seen these before, but all of the head statues and stuff, they're in there as well. So again, because it is trimmable, again, I just think because you can go, I mean, if you wanted to, I don't know why you would. You know, you can be very kind of selective with what you do. And then obviously we can scale this right up if we wanted to make loads of different things. You know, you can put 2 small ones, 2 big ones. You know how it works. So there's the gargoyles. That is the trophy heads. We've also got the trophy wall mounts as well. Sorry, the what do you call them? What do you call them? The artifact pedestals. And again, it's just little trims you can put on pillars. But I'm going to sort of place them here for now so you can see them. Oh, that's in the trim. That's in the trim. Ignore that. Ignore that. Yeah, I just think adding the rotation, it did make sense just on this side of it, you know. So, right, okay. Massive addition for me. And I really love how this looks. Is we've now got some more detail in the village set as well. So as an example, let's say we make a beautiful little house and we've got some nice little windows. So let us just say we want to go for it. Let's go for a bigger window. We'll go for that one there. Right, okay. So we can also now just add a beam to the end, use the deco tool, and we now get a cool balcony. So again, you could probably build this yourself with all the different pieces, but ultimately it makes life so much quicker, so much easier just to place a balcony by using a beam. If you want to give this, so let's say this was on a door frame and you want to give that support, all you would do there is literally add a quarter ceiling. Now it's not ideal, but it does blend okay. So if you want to give it support, you could change that variant of the quarter ceiling to something different as well. So you can go for like something like that without the big thing on it. Loads of things you can do, and because you've got the rotate, you've got the what do you call it, the scalable. You can put this on a bigger window as well. So if you want to do a huge one on a bigger build, you can do. So yeah, because without them it's got no collision. That's what he meant by support. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so you can see here, if I can, yeah, I'm just scaling, I'm going through it, you know. So yeah, and it would only be if it was a window, sorry, a door. You'd be like, oh, this looks cool, and you walk out and you fall through. So yeah, so we've got that on there at the moment. We've also got above that, we've got, again, one of my personal favorites is you can place 2 pillars on either side and skin that with the deco set, and that will give you let me just flip that. You've got shutters now. With these shutters, there's a few different options, so you can cycle through the variants. So you can see this will open ever so slightly. So rather than having them all flush and all flat, you can change. Basically, you can change like how far open they are. We've also got them half shut, and we've also got them. Got it. Fully closed. So again, it just means like you can, you know, like that there, you can have a bit of variation to these on the build. They look quite cool from the inside as well, but again, we've got 2 different versions of this. So we've got he says, where is it? Yeah. We've also got like a different style of shutter as well, which is a bit more rustic as opposed to modern, not modern, settler as opposed to Village. And this is exactly the same. So you've got the variants. You know, you've got half open, half closed, fully closed. So again, I just think now we've got a specific decor set. We can add so much more to these, like shutters, like balconies, like whatever you can come up with. So yeah, shutters, balconies, decor boxes have been done. Dedicated storage box, that's moved to there as well. So originally that was in the trim set. It is now in the decor set. So place it down, skin that up with the decor, and we've got a nice little kind of medieval version. It does work in terms of if you put things in it. He says it will give you the symbols, and they do work. So pretty cool. Deborah says there's the beef. Beefy, how you doing? Love the shutters, says John. Good job on the achievement, bravo. And yeah, you know what? I just think we are getting to a position now where we've got a pretty cool mod, and you've got a lot of possibilities now to be able to do things. So dedicated storage is done. Wall mount, we've just gone through. The fireplace is also in here as well. And the good thing with this fireplace is because it is now part of the decor mod, that is scalable as well. So if you're building a huge fireplace in there, you can literally just kind of scale it up, for a grander style in a big kind of mansion. Put some arches around that and stuff as well. I can just imagine what people's going to come up with. And the last one is probably one of my personal favourites in here in terms of the decor side of it, and that is where am I going to put this? Where are we going to put this, Crazy? Let's stick it here. Again, this is for your dungeons. If you use a bunk bed, you have to flip the bunk bed for this to work properly. And you place it up against the wall. Let's place 2. Why not? And skin it with a decor pack. You now get your kind of your dungeon wall beds, and again, work pretty well. And there's 2 variants of that. We've got a dark one, and we have got a lighter one. And because they are bunk beds, your guy can sleep in there as well. So yeah, just try to add as much as we can in terms of decor. Now the good thing is, like I said, because we've now got a dedicated decor set, rather than to cycle through lots and lots and lots of variants, we can skin specific items. Specific skins to specific items as well. So that will add over time. We'll add to this over time. But things like this, it allows us to do this easier than what it would do if they were in the castle set or the dungeon set or whatever. It just makes it as I said, easier for us, but easier for you to be able to cycle through things. So yeah, I mean, that's just all the new stuff. Obviously, all the original stuff is still in there. Obviously, all of the textures, the models, they've all kind of been added. It should look a lot nicer in your builds. And yeah, that is it. I just kind of want to give you a bit of a whistle-stop tour of all of the new things we've added. It's available now. It was updated yesterday. It's in version 5.5. Everything fully works as it should. Works on official, works on private servers, and yeah, and it's free. It's a free update. Well, the mod's not free, but you know what I mean. And this will grow over time, and hopefully you'll notice that we've kind of stuck to what we said we're going to do. We're all going to support this for as long as we can. It's only been out for 2 months, and since then it's had 2 massive overhauls, and hopefully we can keep adding to this as and when. But please let me know what you think, either in the in here in the chat now, or in the the comments after the video. If not, please go over to my Discord or the Castlecraft Discord. Any ideas, suggestions, pop them in there, because me and Crazy do look at that on a regular basis, and hopefully we can add more to this. But yeah, I'm over the moon with how this has turned out. Over the moon that it works, and we haven't had too many issues. A bit disappointed that the main Castlecraft server is causing us a few problems, but I'm hopeful that's going to get fixed and resolved shortly, because Nitrado is working on that. We'll be back on Sunday, because what I am going to do is we're going to revisit the castle that we started, and we're going to fix it up with all the new pieces, change some of the stuff up, add some of the new pieces to the build. I'm hopeful that I'm going to be joined by Crazy, Brainy and Cyan. Fingers crossed all goes well with their updates on the mod. I think Xbox is having a few problems at the moment, but yeah, get everyone in, get the castle kind of revamped, and try and get that finished hopefully by the end of next week. But yeah, I think we're done. Let us know what you think. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. I did mumble my way through that because there was quite a lot to go through. I've probably missed some things on here, but hopefully I've given you a bit of whet your appetite in terms of you can see what we can do now with all the new structures, all the new pieces, and more importantly for me, the new deco set is, I think, something I always wanted to add, and it's in there now, and me and Crazy can now have a sleep and because 5.5 is officially out. Yeah, man, we're done. I think we're done. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Appreciate your support, as always. Genuinely appreciate all your suggestions, your ideas. Again, I couldn't have done this without you, to be honest with you. A lot of these suggestions, or these things we've come up with, has come from you guys in the Discord. So again, please keep them coming in. Genuinely helps. That's crazy. That's funny because I've not spotted this entire stream. What do you mean I've not spotted this entire stream? What do you mean? I don't know what you mean. What? Yes, we have Cyan. Let me show you. I've not stopped this. Oh, what you mean? What you been doing? What have you been doing, Crazy? What have you been doing? Tell me. Tell me. But yeah, there's the topper. There's the topper. Yeah, we're done. Thank you so much, everyone. Right, okay. Before I go, though, I do want to say thanks to everyone who's donated tonight and everyone who's been amazing in their support and gifted members, as always. So a huge thank you to the following people, if I can find them. Big thank you to the Reverend, as always, for gifting 5 members. Thank you so much, and welcome to Team Green, everyone. To Chaos for their continued support, 18 months as a member, and that was Gigat here as well. So again, that's a phenomenal amount of support. Mikey coming in with a $4.99. Appreciate you, pal. Chris Finch with 5 gifted members, as always. Thank you so much for that, Chris. Baptist Devig with a $5.99 and also another $5.99 for Baptist Devig at the end as well. So thank you so much, everyone. Genuinely appreciate. You're all legends, and yeah, please like, share, subscribe, do all that kind of good stuff. Get the video out. The idea with this was just to showcase what we've got, and then if you do want to go back and watch it, you can see what snaps to what, and you can ignore me, you can switch me off, you can silence me, but at least you get to see all of the new pieces. Yeah, making Western Deco. Oh, so virtual textures. Imagine that. What a legend you are, mate. What an absolute legend you are. Right. I guess, as always, all that's left for me to say is thank you so much, everyone, for watching, and I'll see you all on Sunday. Bye, everyone.